host for the podcast, The Loving Cup, Elevate Your Gratitude. Today is Friday, March 30th, 2018, and we're live from the Seneca Falls-based FingerLakes1.com studios, and welcome. So I wanted to start us off today with this lovely little nugget from Pamela Dugdale, who says, siblings are the people we practice on, the people who teach us about fairness and cooperation and kindness and caring, quite often the hard way. So with that, I wanted to welcome my guests today, sister and brother, Ashley Wargo and Michael Wargo, both of Romulus. Welcome.
Thank you.
Thank you.
So thanks for being here. Let's start with having you each introduce the other. So Ashley, will you introduce us to your brother?
This is Michael, my brother. He's the older one. He's 26. He loves welding and fabricating, something he's really good at. He enjoys doing that, rebuilding things or doing things. I'm the younger one.
Awesome. And how about Michael, will you introduce us to Ashley?
This is my sister Ashley. She owns her own business, cleaning business. And
I'm the younger one.
yeah, you're the younger one. She's a good mom. Got a little kid. I think that's about it for her.
All right, we'll talk about her more as we go on. So welcome to you both. So let's start off by thinking about the last year, and if you can share something with us that you're most grateful for in the past year.
I'm most grateful to have my sister back, honestly. Some of my family. It's been a while. I haven't been around very long, so I've been away for a while, so.
Well, welcome back.
Thank you.
Something I'm probably really grateful for is he's kind of been off-grid for probably 6 or 7 years, and we were always really close, and, you know, we've always had a really good brother-sister relationship, so to have him back is, you know, it's amazing when you don't think that, you know, family's going to be back, and so it's good. I'm really grateful that he's back, and he's doing well.
Good. You guys going to spend Easter together?
We are.
Yes, we are.
Awesome. Yep. Hiding eggs for your little daughter?
For the little ones, yep.
Yep.
That's good. That's fun. So how about for your whole life? Is there something that pops out that you're most grateful for?
My son.
So tell me about him.
He's 7. Jason's his name. He's with his mom right now. But he's a good boy. Straight A's in school. Loves to be outside. So,
7's a fun age.
yeah. 7 is a fun age.
Just like his dad.
Yeah, just like Daddy. Loves getting dirty.
That's great. Yeah, parenthood changes your perspective on things.
Yes, it does.
I have 2 little ones too. One who's going to be 7 soon. We're just planning his 7th birthday party, so
Nice.
I know the age well. How about for you, Ashley, if you think about your whole life?
Really grateful to be a mom. My daughter's 4 years old. She's a trip, let me tell you. Just like mom, that's for sure. Overall, grateful for family. Grateful for my boyfriend Jason. It's been a crazy roller coaster ride the past few years. So to have him around and then now have my brother back and family in my life, I'm really grateful for that. My Aunt Julie, she's been a huge rock in my life for everything and being my support system. So grateful for her, and things are good. Life is good.
That's good. Did you guys grow up around here?
We did.
Yeah.
Romulus. Yep.
Okay. So you
Born and
grew up in
raised.
Romulus and still there. Okay,
Yep.
That's awesome.
Yep.
Doesn't always happen that way. So
No.
No. That's where our roots are, is Romulus.
That's good. So what about if you think about each other, can you share something that you're most grateful for about your sister and you about your brother?
There's a long list.
Most grateful. She was there for me when I got out. When I came back, she's mostly the one that's been there for me to help me get on my feet. I can always call on her when I need a hand. She's a good person to have around.
Good. How about you?
Same. It's growing up, we just had each other's back, through our childhood and everything, and he's always been there, same phone call away, and now that he's back, it's nice to have that support system again, and grateful to have him.
Yeah.
We really have, you know, your regular brother and sister with your fights and things like that, but we have a pretty tight relationship, so.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, it's like the quote says, you know, you learn these things from your siblings, but not always in the nicest way, because sometimes there's hitting and...
We've learned to forgive and forget. Forgive and forget and move on.
Yep.
So.
Beautiful. How about if you can think about something that you've done together that is just a favorite memory, something that you'll never forget?
That can get pretty crazy.
Let's see, we've crashed a go-kart into a rock.
We love mudding and go-karting, and so we've had some crazy stories from that.
Fighting over the steering wheel.
In the go-kart.
In the go-kart, fighting over the steering wheel landed us into a huge boulder.
But it was fun.
And it was your go-kart? Did it belong to you?
Oh, yeah.
Or, okay.
Yeah.
I didn't know if you borrowed it from a
No.
go-kart track or
No.
a neighbor.
No.
Nope, on our own property, just riding around. But that's probably our crazy memories is mudding and go-karting and
Yep. Used to
outdoor stuff.
take you out fishing all the time.
Yep.
Go camping.
Fishing and
She's
camping
even
was our biggest
gone
thing.
on a few dates with me and my girlfriend.
I never used to let him leave the house by himself.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, you were the chaperone?
I was the tag along
there
all
you
the
go.
time.
She was the tag along.
I was the tag along. He could never leave me home.
It's good. But in Romulus, it's the country, right?
It
so
is.
you can
Yep.
probably right on your own property. You can.
Yeah, we
Yeah.
had a huge lot of acreage, so four-wheeling, snowmobiling.
Are you guys still doing that?
We do.
Time
We're
to time.
hopefully back to it this summer now that we have more property, but
Yeah.
Yeah.
love
Hopefully,
doing
there's
that.
no more snowmobiling. I think.
yeah, no snowmobiling this summer, but
What, you don't think we're going to get no more snow?
I don't know. I heard maybe Easter morning we would have some snow.
Really?
Yeah, but I don't know. We'll see. There's flowers coming up in my yard, so I'm going with that. It's a good thing.
Sounds good.
So, did either of you or both of you think about gratitude before today? Is it something that you think about often?
really,
Not specifically.
kind of sometimes you take life for granted and you don't really,
Yeah.
you don't think about things until they're not there anymore, or you wake up one day and that person's not there anymore, so you take life for granted. And then now that we kind of have each other back and we're building our relationship again, you're thankful and you look back on things that you didn't have before that you have now.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I'm sure that perspective is
When you put
important.
things into perspective, and it's a huge eye opener.
So I've heard you talk about your grandma before. Is she someone that you're grateful for in your life?
My grandma, yeah, she passed away when I was 16, 17. But she was like a mom to us growing up. She was the one that was always there, kind of our protector. So losing her was a huge hardship in our life. She was an amazing person, so I still deal with that every day. It's not something, they say things get easier like that, but it hasn't. So she was our rock, and she was an amazing person, very kind-hearted. She loved to bake. She loved baking, and I myself do not like to cook, but I enjoy baking from time to time, but she loved to do that stuff. She loved planting flowers, her flower beds. So
Did she teach you how to cook and bake?
She did. She taught me how to bake. She tried doing the cooking thing. That did not work out very well.
No. She could burn water.
Yeah. I can definitely burn water, but I love doing gardening and flower beds and things like that. That's something that we enjoy doing together.
That's great. So how about with your children? Do you teach them about gratitude or about being thankful for things? And how do you do that?
I would say Amber, she's very, for 4 years old, she's very kind-hearted. She's very, thank you, and she's already using the word I appreciate this and I appreciate that. So that's something I'm really excited about for her, that I feel like she's going to really appreciate things and appreciate life and not take things for granted.
Yeah, you took a lot of my words.
I'm good like that.
Yep.
Well, I think siblings do that, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I would say you feel the same way about Jason.
Yes, I do.
Both of our kids are very appreciative and
Very respectful.
Good. So how about, are there other things that come to mind that you want to share about just growing up together and things that you've been able to do together that you're excited to be able to remember together now or think about?
I'll let you take the lead on that one.
No. I mean, we've done all kinds of things. Anything pop out?
Really, we've just done a lot of outdoors,
We used to love
Fishing.
camping. Used
Camping
to go
was
to
a
Moose
huge thing.
River all the time, up in Old Forge.
Okay.
We're planning
That
on
was a big
taking all
thing.
our kids to the Adirondacks again and kind of recreating those memories.
Oh, fun.
That was a
So,
big thing
Moose
we looked
River.
forward to when we were younger. So that was...
And
yeah,
tent
four-wheeling.
camping or RV camping?
Yep. Yep.
All of it?
Both, yep.
Yeah, we'd bring our
Both.
fifth wheel up there, four-wheelers, boats. I mean, it was a blast.
I used to take my tent up when
Yeah.
the family
We'd
took their
bring a
campers
tent.
up.
They'd be sleeping in the camper and we'd be out in the tent.
We like doing it the old way.
Real camping.
Yeah, I like tent camping too.
Yeah.
So
And
that's
so
a trip
do you-
we're planning to do this summer, is taking the kids back up to the Adirondacks.
Yeah.
That's fun. Yeah, I hear there's McIntyre Mountain in Adirondack, so
There
we're
is.
gonna go there.
You have your own mountain.
I had no idea. We're gonna take the kids and go there this summer too.
There you go.
Yeah, well, there's a lot to explore in New York State, so
Yeah,
we don't
there
really
is.
have
There
to
is.
go far.
Trails. Yep.
And it's beautiful
Hiking.
up there.
It is. How
That's a
about
good place.
anything else that you want to share, either with each other that you haven't gotten to say to each other, or with anyone listening, like your daughter or your son? If you want to give them a message of gratitude.
You go ahead. Take the lead on that one.
I just want to say to my brother that I'm really proud that, he's been making the right decisions and he's, come a long way. He's doing amazing and I'm really proud of him. I'm really proud of my daughter for being only 4 years old and, knowing what she knows, and she's an amazing girl and I love her very much. Again, I'm just really proud of my brother and happy to have him back, and I think he's on the right track and doing really well.
Yeah. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Hey, he's proud of you also. You've been through a lot. You've been dealt with a lot of things, and you're handling it really well, a lot better than I did. Guess I'm learning some of your ways now. As odd as that is, I'm a little older than you, but
I had left our home as soon as I turned 18, and he kind of stuck around and stayed loyal to the family, and he never really understood why I had left and did my own thing, and so now he's kind of understanding when we went our separate ways.
yeah.
Sure, and I mean, I don't want to pry or probe too much with
you're fine.
whatever you're comfortable to share, but I can imagine it. It's really, I've been in situations where you have to make decisions that are really hard, and so I respect that you were able to do that, and it doesn't always come it doesn't come easily, and it's not like a formula, so sometimes it takes longer. It doesn't matter if you're older or younger, or, it's just
It's a hard decision.
life's a funny thing.
Yeah.
It's a hard decision to make when you're turning 18, and it's like, okay, you're going to up and just leave and, kind of not forget your family, but know that it's a better way to take, and that's what I did. And with him and I being as close as we were as kids, he never really understood the decision that I made in leaving, and so I'm just really happy that we've had the chance to reconcile and understand, our decisions that we made. And
Yeah.
So are you just getting reacquainted from when you were 18? So it's been about 6
It's
years?
been-
No, it's
About
been
that.
about 6 years.
Yep, I left when I turned 18, and we talked for a few months after that, but other than that, I haven't had contact with my parents in that long, and that's how long it's been. So this is all just within the past few months that we're reconciling and talking again. So
Well, it's a gift.
when you don't have,
Yes.
besides my Aunt Julie for around, that's been for family, and my Aunt Diane, it's been, no family, so to have him back means the world.
It's a good year.
It is a good year.
It is a good year. Fresh start.
Well, I'm proud of both of you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
So, is there anything else that you'd like to share before we close today? I don't want to cut you off if there's more.
No, I think he's at a loss for words.
No, but
Yeah, share what's on your mind.
I love you, kid.
I love you too.
I think I'm good.
Okay.
Thank you for having us.
Of course, of course. So that does bring us to the end of our time together. I'm very, very happy, Ashley and Michael, that you both came in to spend time with me today. And to our viewers, just have a beautiful day. If you celebrate Easter or Passover, have a beautiful weekend with family and friends. And thank you for tuning in to this week's podcast, The Loving Cup, Elevate Your Gratitude. We'll be back in April with more guests. And if you or someone you know would be a great guest for our show, please contact me through Finger Lakes One or through Facebook and let me know. We're scheduling into the spring. And until then, share your gratitude. Have a great day.